Okay, hello, it's me, your boy, Webweaver. I'm just checking real quick my audio, because I don't know, it's probably fine. I haven't changed anything, but you always gotta do the sanity check, you know? Just as a treat, right? Okay, yeah, I sound perfectly fine. Alright, so here's the deal. Originally, the episode after 665 was supposed to come out, but unfortunately, get the mouse cursor away from the end stream button, please. Unfortunately, the problem that I ran into is that Adobe Premiere is a piece of bleep redacted, too hot for YouTube, confirmed. And unfortunately, the problem was that, the episode, I think, is actually pretty cool. It's not the greatest thing of all time, absolutely not. The greatest thing of all time will always be the Garfield episode. But it's fun, it's a little bit different. I think it's perfect to celebrate the milestone. And so we're having to do a little bit weird, like, hotfix 1 as an episode, but episode... Wait a minute, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think we will go... There we go. It's still running, right? Will I edit the title? Should be. Copium? It should be, right? Yeah. I'm gonna stop worrying about it. I got my phone right here. I can just open the stream on my phone and check to make sure that it's still rolling. Or maybe not. I don't know, my phone doesn't want to open, which is a little bit weird. But hey, it is what it is, right? So today, we are going to continue the Haru arc, but it's live. Okay, yeah, I sound completely fine. Okay, and it's still rolling. So, Haru arc, but live, and we are racing against the clock, but not the one that you might think, okay? Some people are aware of the inside joke, and technically speaking, we are racing against the inside joke. However, the deal is that there have been some power outages around these parts, and so, I don't really want to lose power in the middle of a stream, because that would be a lot worse than failing the haha funny joke. So let's just jump into it. I haven't watched a Philip DeFranco video in probably like 8 years. That's probably not even an exaggeration, because usually I under-exaggerate that kind of thing, because it's like, we're gonna try Knowledge Haru, so let's go ahead and get to Curious Birthmark. Let's do all perks Knowledge Haru with Curious Birthmark. But like, I usually try to exaggerate those things, because I'm not used to it being 2022, right? Like, if you ask me the year off the top of my head and I wasn't allowed to think about it for like 5 seconds, I would say like 2019, 2020, because it feels like perpetually like we're always talking about, like, okay, irony moment, okay, irony moment, alright, can we get the big text on the screen in like Comic Sans, maybe like red text as well, with a little, like, fire.gif in the background, irony moment. But, like, it just seems like we're always talking about the same things, and I'm not talking about these videos specifically, I mean just in general at a broad scope. Like, we're always talking about the same things, we're always seeing the same things, and it doesn't really help. Because, I mean, I'm not contributing to it in any way. This is just something that I do for fun every day. But I mean, like, you go to the movies, and it's like, what movie is it? It's like, oh, the movie that you watched, like, 15 years ago, but it got remade, I would give an example, but I don't watch movies, and I don't keep up with them. But I guess, like, comic books would be a great example of this. Dexterity, Charisma, Knowledge, Second Mystery, Light Source, and Second Enemy. Hey, Light Source, Knowledge, the game's giving me a sign here. But, like, how do I put it, right? It's like, the comic book stories that I read when I was younger are pretty much like, they're just being retread over and over and over and over again. And it's just like, they're the same things, but with like minor changes, and it's like, well, I've already seen this one, right? Like, I was binging, I think I talked about it quite a bit, I was binging the, like, all the DC stuff on HBO, and I was binging all of, like, the Batman stuff, because there's a lot of Batman stuff on there. And every single time some scumbag is named Harvey Dent, you know that he's gonna start off as this likable, beloved guy who everybody likes, and it's like, he's gonna be a good guy, Batman's gonna like him, and then, like, halfway through the movie, he's gonna get into an accident where his face burns off, and then he's gonna, or half of his face burns off, and then he's gonna go on a killing rampage. Right? And that's literally every single Batman anything with anyone named Harvey Dent in it. And it's just very, like, you know, it's like, I've already seen that story, like, 8 times, and so here we go, we're seeing it, like, 9 more times, and again, or, like, 20 more times, I guess I should say, but again, we already went through the irony, the irony with fire.gif, alright? We don't need to relitigate that. But, Eels, Botany, Footage, Bulletin, Festival. So what we're gonna go ahead and do... Oh, yo, Sela Bramel, let's go! The game is giving me a sign. It's time for Knowledge Haru. We still might even go, like, buy, we still might even go... Like, we legitimately might buy a second pack of Smonks. It's just kind of how I'm feeling at the time. And we do have all perks, so with Kana, we're never taking, I almost investigated the forest. There's no reason for that whatsoever. Give me the heavy-duty flashlight. Let's go. Alright. So, we are in the perfect scenario of, hello, Reverse Apollo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live Haru arc. Definitely a normal title. Absolutely. I don't know why you're bringing attention to it. This is a consistent thing that we have always done, and we will continue to do in the future. TM, Copium, for sure. Now, I would like to get Jar of Blood. I mean, we could look for a warehouse job, because regardless, this gives you money. It's just failing it gives you, like, minus stamina. But I think, in this unique scenario, let's try to recruit an ally. And oh, who do we get? We got Kyoko. I mean, I can't complain about Kyoko. There's a lot of things that I'm going to complain about in tomorrow's episode, but, you know, I'm glad that I don't have to do a lot of complaining right now. And look at that, we can kill him in 2 turns. That's pretty good. Now, we can't guarantee he's dead, but we can get pretty close. We just have to make a single 95% chance. And the chat is on the screen, right? Like, I need to check this. Where is the chat box? I think the chat box should be above anything. I just didn't look. Is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, the chat box is above everything. Should be fine. You got to see the behind-the-scenes Emmerdale there. Very special, very cursed. You know, don't tell anybody about it. It's our little secret. There's an Emmerdale always back there. And instead of toggling the Emmerdale on, I toggle the video game off. And you also might be able to hear the thunderous assault from Zeus, but hopefully, you know, or whatever god of thunder you're into. Actually, is Zeus the god of thunder, or is he just like the god of the pantheon? Because I thought it was like Thor was the god of thunder, and then Zeus was just kind of like the god, like the big bad in the, well, god of war, big bad of the pantheon, but like, you know. I think those are different. Those are definitely different mythologies. It's been a long day. I'm gonna try to take a bath in a claw bathtub that I don't even know how it got in my house. I don't even know what kind of plumber snuck in here to, like, redo the freaking pipes in this place. Like, I don't even know, dude. I mean, it's Knowledge Haru. We gotta. Yeah. This is gonna be the smartest Yakuza you've ever seen. Zeus is Greek, Thor is Norse. TY. So this isn't, I don't actually know if it's, based on Greek mythology, but there's this one really, really cool tabletop game that I always wanted to try called Arena Rex. And it's kind of like, you know, you've got, like, gladiators. I think there is, like, a Greek faction, but I could be wrong. But it's like, it's got this really cool aesthetic of, like, you have these different basically these different, like, warrior bands, and it's like a very small-scale skirmish game. I think it's just like 3 miniatures for each people. But, for each player, I should say, people. For each people? That's, that sounds like a speech of some kind. But, so Gigolo is our first enemy, so whoever's next... Botany, found footage, bulletin. Oh my god, this is the goddamn lineup. But yeah, anyways, where that anecdote was going is that I think Arena Rex looks cool. And I wanted to pick up a few of the miniatures. But unfortunately, a lot of the miniatures that I wanted to get are in, like, individual packs and not in the starter packs, so it's like, you know, you probably want to get a starter pack if you're starting a new game. But it's not really a new game, is it? Because I just want to paint the minis, but it doesn't really matter, who cares? Botany, footage, bulletin, Fear Festival... I don't know, honestly. Like, I feel like you could go either or, but we'll go Freaky Feature just because it seems like, oh, the mansion. The mansion is doomed? How dare you? I mean, it seems like that so far it's been objectively beneficial, but it's been objectively beneficial. The mansion may be doomed, but that's incredible. Absolutely, an absolute banger, for sure. Okay, this guy can go to hell, but honestly, he's not that bad. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's not that bad. Can't do that. This is 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We are good. I mean, we might, you know, miss, but like, you know. If we miss, it's 1 to all. Time Warper, by the way, second enemy, I think. Fingers crossed. Copium. I think we would have leveled up right by now if that was our third enemy. Gruesome Totem. Don't mind if I do. Love to see that hanging out. Quick Thinking, Leadership. I think there was. I mean, we'll put 1 into Quick Thinking as a treat, because then we'll get +2 from... we're on Timeline B, so we'll get +2 from the festival that makes me afraid. Yo, energy drink? Kinda pog? Let's just drink it now. No, we'll drink it on Bulletin. Bulletin is gonna be guaranteed longer. This could potentially be longer, but we could also just get incredibly lucky very early on. We have cigarettes in case of an absolutely nightmare scenario, but would probably prefer not to use them. I'll just put the burnt notes away because we don't need them. But yeah, it's a pretty good run in the Haru arc so far. Do I want +1 perception and a light source? Not really. Why did that say 6? We have 7 strength. You piece. And I mean, I think we're just kind of in the same boat that we were at before. We just kind of, you know, beat them up and we're taking... Oh yeah, okay, we can just miss a... Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, that is actually kind of a bummer. So I guess what we'll do is... Can't do that yet, but we can't do that yet either. So we're still taking a chance. Actually, hold on. Can we do this? We actually might be able to. Yes, we can. We didn't have to take a chance at all. I'm just a moron. Now, here's the thing. We can theoretically die, but I think the chances of us dying are very low. Because even if we, like, get... I mean, I think it's virtually impossible at this point that we die. This is Doom? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh yeah, that does damage. Okay. Yeah, it does damage for some reason. But that's okay. We could just immediately forget the spell we get, so it's basically it does nothing. Although we did get 5% because I wanted to cast that, but that's okay. So we can do 95, 95? No, we can't. Gotta do 95. Oh, jeez. Thank God we didn't miss that, because Leech Girl does all. Don't really care about that. Now we can do that. Get up to 11-8. Very nice. And I think that since this is going to be the episode for today, if there's some sort of episode that comes after 665 is finishing up its rendering, like, literally right now. But if there's an issue with it, like, if there's not an issue with it, I'm just going to get it uploaded for tomorrow. But if there is an issue, or if there is not an issue with it, I'm probably just gonna, I'm gonna upload it. But if there is an issue with it, I'll probably try to troubleshoot it tomorrow, because I'm pretty tired and I don't really want to do any more troubleshooting today. I think the problem was that Adobe freaks out whenever you have more than 3 audio tracks. So I have to keep them on, like, the game audio on 2 and then me on 1. Actually, it's the other way around. I'm on 2, the game audio is on 1. But I have to keep them on 1 and 2 for audio tracks or they disappear, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was the issue with it. It was just kind of annoying because I forgot about it. I spent like 50 minutes rendering it, and then I found out that it was no good, and then I had to re-render it again, and it's like, well, hotfix. We do be hotfixing it, though. Do I want to do botanist now? Yeah, I think I do. Also, I got botany confused with bulletin, but we're gonna do it anyways, and I'm gonna take the energy drink immediately. You could say, hey, go get the thing from Fear Festival. Honestly, I don't think we need it right now. Like, I think our combat is, like, kind of fine. Well, our combat's actually bad, don't get me wrong, but... Ooh, you know what would be kind of cool? Because we got the Gruesome Totem, we got some extra Doom to play around with. What if we could get that thing from Billy Mays? I mean, Glass Eye is also pretty good, but it's also not. Let's roll it a couple times, you know, just for fun. It's plus, yeah, it's not very good. Zeal is also not what I want. We'll just roll it a couple times, you know, just for fun. Yeah, I think I've had my fill. But we do need better combat, that is true. Like, really, what we're doing right now is just leveraging the fact that we have, Okay, break the window and grab it. Go here. This is where we start popping off. Survivor's Guilt sucks, though. Is it gonna be... I think this will still work. It will, because we can sell the Kendo helmet. Kendo helmet, you've been doing great work recently, and I do apologize for the disservice that I'm about to do to you, and by that I mean I already did. But I feel compelled to say that I miscalculated slightly, and I made you pay the price for it, literally. But what can I say? That vending machine, it can now resist physical damage. Now this is just like, oh, come on, dude. Like, 2 Kairi perks and then a borderline unusable Haru perk. But yeah, okay. I guess we'll just take this, and then I'll take knowledge, because that's the entire point of this run. But we won't really get an accurate assessment of how good 7 knowledge is on Haru, because we're never gonna run out of smonks. So a little bit bad, honestly, on my part. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. We'll just do that. Plus 5 EXP. Don't even have to worry about which one's Doom, which one's Stamina. I think getting thrown out by the security guard is the Stamina one. Wow, that's not good at all. Yeah, that's not great, actually. How was Raid Night? Hello, Skies. Hello, Skies, waifu. I never call you that, so you're, like, just reading that name made me chuckle, but... Raid Night was, one of those clunky ones, where it's like, you wipe on Eric 5 times, then you wipe on Hippo 6 times, take a break, kill Hippo, and then go into P3, and then you just dunk on the bird because you're mad that you wiped on Eric and Hippo. So that's basically how it went. And then I had to be the guy who was like, yeah, sorry, I can't do another, because we wanted to do more. Like, we wanted to do P4S, and everybody's like, yeah, let's do P4S, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, I can only do 1 pull as a treat. And so we wiped immediately on Pinax Spread. So this is what we've been saving the brick for, by the way. I didn't even realize we got a brick, but we got it when we went to go get the smonks, so that's actually really nice. Now, I do realize I just called 18 damage guaranteed bad, but it is what it is. Pinax Spread is the hardest mechanic in all of FFXIV. You know, it's so weird, because it doesn't seem like it would be, right? Because it's just like, don't stand next to anybody. But because of how the game snapshots stuff, it's like, oh yeah, everything sucks. Because it's like, it snapshots in such a weird way that you just end up getting people killed, even though you think that you shouldn't get them killed. And then it's gonna make people want to do, like, spread and, like, clock spots, but it's, like... It's just so weird, because even then, it's, like... I don't think, like, pre-designated spots would really work. I mean, they might, and I'm willing to try them, but, like, I don't know if they would work. Because it's, like... We just all kind of are, like, chickens running from the, I don't know, I was trying to think of a natural predator to chickens, and the only thing I could think of was, like, a hawk or, like, an eagle. Which doesn't really work, because he's a vampire. You know? I guess there's a lot of, like, folklore where it's, like, a vampire-like creature will, like, suck the blood of livestock or whatever. But, he's decidedly not that. Also, garbage botany, by the way. Like, actually one of the worst botanies of all time. We don't even have Knight Errant on, so it's like, what is our doom? Why is the safety of the world broken? It makes no sense. But yeah, the one that we have the most trouble with for Pinax is the lightning poison. Like, when it's water poison, we have that down to, like, kind of a scary degree, honestly. Like, we can do water poison. Like, we struggled with it for a bit, but we haven't failed water poison in a long time. We just have people call out who's gonna, like, when they're gonna go into the water. And so we'll have, like, 2 or 3 people go into the water, and then everybody else can just, like, safely be in Narnia or whatever. But, you know, you have, like... You get a weird area where there's, like, a couple more people where there usually aren't, and then they're all looking for a spread position, and then it's like... I think I'm gonna start being the guy who I just move, like, a little bit, and then it's like, you adjust around me, because I need to move away from the black mage, and then my job is done as far as I'm concerned. Like, you can move away from me. Because what always happens is I'll be like, I'm going long, and then the person next to me will also go long, and we'll clip each other, and we can't, like, you know, how the game snapshots, you can't react in time to really do that. Also... I hate that. I hate roads being closed immediately. Now, the gruesome totem is nice because, well, you know... Oh, jeez. Do I dare do Fear Festival now? Yeah, we can put the gruesome totem on if things get bad, but I do like my max sanity. I do like my max sanity, that is true. -3 stamina for Fujiko? No, I can't. I can't make that sacrifice, unfortunately. If it was Hermit, I would make any sacrifice. If it was Iwa, yeah, probably. Yeah, I would probably, like, say Pog. I would probably say Iwa Pog, and then go for Iwa. But, not for Masafumi either. I'm not a Masafumi gamer tonight. Not an Asato gamer either, although Asato basically pays for themselves. Still just kind of fine with passing the time. Like, Fear Festival is still one of the best mysteries in the game for, like, player-favored, outcomes. Okay, you're just dead. Like, I don't even have to think about that. Like, we're doing 28 damage. Like, I don't care how much health Totaro has. But, yeah, like... Now, one fund for Fujiko? I highly doubt we're gonna buy anything ever again. So, you know, in the, like, 1 in a 500 nightmare scenario where we're kicking, you know, maybe, perhaps, we want to do the stamina one. Hello, Mammoth. Go for his weapon, go for his weapon. Oh my god. The machine gun, the chainsaw has been unlocked, but we're not going to use it because I want to use the heavy bonk today. Oh my god, we got a dog. I'm a World of Horror gamer still playing WoW right now. Hell yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. Now, violence here is probably going to be the answer. Definitely. I don't even have to look at this. So we can do 8 here, then 12 next turn. We take 2 total. This is going to be sketchy for sure. But... And we're still not going to use the semi-auto much to... Oh, actually, hold on. We can't use this. We need to use the gruesome totem. So this is going to be a little sketchy. But here's the thing. We are going to use... I mean, first of all, TV Terror, 100%. Shortest mystery in the game. Doing that, Monument Time. And you can have whatever you want. Mr. Monument. Well, I suppose unless it's money, because we don't have that right now. So let's go. We should be pretty solid right now. I love this. Absolutely love this. We got 2 spells we can forget. And it's like, you know, you love to see it. Now, of course, this is getting a little bit sketchy, but should be completely fine. Still playing Harbinger of Doom? We are still playing Harbinger of Doom. If that's what you were asking. Or are you still playing Harbinger of Doom? I'm not quite clear. But Harbinger of Doom for me is just kind of the default way to play the game at this point. It's not necessarily like... I don't know if I could... 1% Doom? Yeah, we'll take 1% Doom over the Reason, honestly. And then we're gonna go to sleep here, and then the run should be in the bag. Okay, Mind Wipe, you can go straight to hell. I don't know if we'll be able to get rid of Mind Wipe, honestly. It might just kind of be there. And I'm also realizing the reality where we could get into a fight here. Although we should have the Smonk. 80% Doom, perfectly comfortable. Oh my god, thank god for that. Okay, we're doing 28 damage, 100%. Do not care. And we get Doom Reduction here. If we didn't even use the Monument enough, we basically get a free Monument charge right there, which is very nice. And we finished with about 15 minutes to spare, at least for the Inside Joke Gaming to continue on. I am really worried about potential power outage, because getting that freaking thunder and lightning are getting closer. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. We're just going to quickly clean this victory up. There's literally no chance we can lose. The max amount of damage Lighthouse can do is 9 stamina, 6 reason. And we do not have any external factors like -1 stamina per investigation, or, whatchamacallit, -1 stamina per investigation, or -1 reason per fight. Even if we did have those, they would not matter. Now, it's gonna kind of hurt a little bit, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's completely fine. Ayaka's still best perk? Yes, Ayaka is still... Ayaka is by far and large the best character in the game, for sure. We're just doing the Haru arc because Haru is my least played character, and so I wanted to... Oh, boy. It was Freaky Feature found footage for sure. We're just playing Haru because he's my least played character. I wanted to play him more, and so we're going to be playing Haru every day until my static beats a boss in a different video game. But yeah, that was another Haru dub. I feel like we're getting a lot more consistent on Haru. I think buying 2 Smonks is just the way to go, honestly. Like, I just feel like you buy 2 Smonks and have a weapon, and you're basically set for the entire game. So, thank you so much for tuning in to this live episode of the Haru arc. We will have a proper video coming tomorrow, hopefully. And so... that would be very... I'm really hoping this video comes out tomorrow, because I talked about it on Discord for a little bit, but it's basically like, whenever I try to do anything in Adobe Premiere, it just goes all horribly wrong. Adobe is a garbage software, or my computer has a lemon that only shows a noticeable difference in performance on something like video editing or video processing. But, or maybe it's storage, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know. I'm gonna, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to make more intricate videos, but it's just literally impossible with, which is the performance of my computer in general for things like Adobe, which is really weird and annoying. And the thing is, like, you switch to something like HitFilm Express, and the big joke is that HitFilm Express is good, but it can't do videos over a certain length, and so it's completely irrelevant for everything that I want to do. So it's like, It works better than Adobe does, but it's non-functional for, like, 4K footage and footage longer than, like, 40 minutes to an hour. So, you know, it's just kind of annoying. And so, like, the only other thing I could use is, like, freaking Windows, or not Windows Vegas, Vegas, just the video editor. It used to be called, like, Sony Vegas Pro, but now it got bought by Magix years ago, and so now it's just Vegas. But, yeah, there's this kind of, like, I'm just kind of at a loss. But hopefully, the video works and I can get it uploaded for tomorrow. There's a weird light in my room. I can only see when the lights are off, and there isn't anything that should be emitting light there when I turn the light on. What the hell? That sounds like you have some sort of, like, light-absorbing thing that, like, when you have your lights on, it's absorbing the light, and then when you turn it off, it's like, it's giving you that glow. You use Vegas for all your stuff? I really need to try to learn Vegas, honestly. If Vegas performs well, and it has better performance than Adobe Premiere, then I know it's not my computer. And it's just Premiere Pro being absolute dog water. But, if I see a cheap Humble Bundle with Vegas, I'll ping you if I remember. Thank you, I'd appreciate that. I have one of the way older versions. Like, I think I have the version that was the first one that Magix... Is it Magix Vegas, right? Like, it's not Sony Vegas anymore. I think I have the first version of that, and I just could never get into it, but honestly, I might as well try to see if I can get into it. I just think... I thought it was the render times that really kind of messed me up. But I do think, like... You've made some longer videos, and if Vegas's performance was good with that, then I'll probably have to give that a go. Because I'm just trying to think, like, yeah, it is Magix? Okay. I didn't just, like, hallucinate that. But yeah, I'll have to give Vegas a go. I think it's like Vegas 11 or 12 or something, but I'll have to give that a go to see if I can maybe make a longer, more intricate video with it. And then I just have to do, like, any... Because I don't know how good the special effects are, or, like, how good, like, making your own special effects are in Vegas, because one of my favorite things is I love After Effects. After Effects is really cool. Renders about 1.5 times the runtime. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm probably still gonna do the daily World of Horror episodes in Premiere Pro just because it renders so fast. Like, it literally will render, like, a 30-minute video in, like, 3 minutes. Like, 3 or 4 minutes. Like, it's incredibly fast. Mainly because it's, like, you know, 1080p, like, 20 CBR, but, yeah, I'll probably... Yeah, I'll definitely stick with Premiere for that sort of thing, but, I think I've kind of hogged the soapbox for long enough. I'm gonna go check out the finished render on what I've got going on for episode that comes after 665. And if it is good, I'll get it uploaded for tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all staying safe out there. I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. And hopefully, it's the one that I've been working on for 2 days. And I have a story about why it took me... Because this is, like, the first time trying to render it today. And I'll tell the story on why it took so long for me to finish. Because it's not really, like, edited, right? Like, it's what you would basically expect from a web video. But I'll explain why it took 8 million years. So, goodbye, everybody. Stay safe out there.